Hey guys, it is Bailey. Sorry for the terrible camera quality. It's my computer. It is what it is, and we're working with it. So today we're going to be learning how to name photos and correctly sort them. So first off, we need to make sure we have the right applications on our computer. And this can be either at like the school computer or at your own computer. So we need to have Creative Cloud, which is just like from Adobe. And in this is where we have all our apps, Photoshop, InDesign, Lightroom, Bridge. And for sorting and maybe not really editing photos, but for exporting them, we need to have Bridge. And once we have that, we can open it. This is where all of our sorting is done. So after we're done taking photos at events, we're going to take our SD card and put it into our SD card reader. Or in my case, I have one in my computer, so we're just going to do that. So this is what Bridge looks like. So we can see all our files on the sides over here, different tabs at the top we can work with, but this is where we're going to be, in this little like content area. So once we put our SD card in, there's going to be this little dude right here. It's called an EOS Digital, and that is where our camera is. It is usually found under desktop over here, and if you can't find it, it's going to be under this PC too, because it's going to be in the PC. And we're going to double click on our EOS, which is our camera. Click the DCIM. And then there might be multiple options here for you, but right now we just have the 100 Canon, which is the camera that we're going to be using. And if there's like 101, 102, that either means that on one card it just exceeded over like 9,000, like for the number, like exceeded 9,000, it has to make new file names. Or it's because you're using a different camera. So it just makes a new little file for it. So once we're in there, we can see all our photos. We should be able to. If there's not, you probably did something wrong and it's okay. We just gotta go back a few steps. So now we're gonna sort them. So these are just some test photos. And what we can do is we can click on them and they'll show up nice and big. We can even make them a little bigger or smaller if we need to, just by dragging that around. And also, if you want to get fill the whole screen, you can press the space bar button. Boom, not the beautiful photo, but it's a photo. That's how you can look at them better. Now we're going to sort them. And we do this by holding down Control and either 6, 7, 8, or 9. So just depending on what number, 6 is red, 7 orange, 8 green, 9 blue. And that's how we're going to sort them. And so like say we go to a football game. There's cheer, there's band, there's color guard, there's dance, there's a student section. There's 5 things happening at once at one football game. Probably said football, right? So we're going to need to sort categorizing each people, what group. So like say these are all the photos I want at the top. And they're all football, so I'm just going to, we're gonna want to keep them all the same. So these are gonna be 9. When I hold down Control and 9. So like say these are all football. And then, a random cheer photo. We're gonna do a different number. We're gonna go Control 7. So now we have 2 different labels on them. One is going to be band, football, cheer, so we can really just sort them out. We're not all just one event, they're all blue. No, we need to sort them. So once you have them sorted, these aren't actually sorted, we're going to go to one of them. And so say these are the perfect photos, they're cheer, this is what we're going to take, and we're going to put them in our yearbook file. We need to rename them. We're going to select them all by clicking on the first one, scrolling down to the bottom if we need to, and then holding Shift and clicking on that last one. This just selects all of them and we're good to go. We're going to right click on the photo. We're going to find battery name, which is right here. And this will look different depending on if you used Bridge before. But say none of this is here. Well, this one will be. We are going to have the first one as sequence number. And we're going to start it at 1 because we're obviously starting with the first photo. Then we need to add our text. And in this we need to have the date, the person who took the photo and if we played against someone. So like for a different sport like football, volleyball, we need to know who they're playing against. So I'll put like the date. Today is 9/6/22 _ my name, and then who we played against. So we played against Foster, I don't know. But that will be, so we have all the information. We know who took it, where, when, we don't even know where, but like who we played against and what day. So we know what day it took. And then because my computer's messed up, I have to like manually put in JPEG. It just kind of depends on if it does it or not. But just to be safe, I put .jpeg, so it changes it into a JPEG file instead. Okay, it's kind of random, but I have to do that. And then we click rename, and this will rename all of them, as you see there. And now they're named what they're named. And now we're going to right click on them again to export them. Go to export, custom export. And we have all these settings. We're going to be focusing on the options and the export to original file location. If we were to click just like save and export, this will put them right back on the card with the new name. But we want them onto the computer and into that specific yearbook file. So we're going to click on that, click specific folder, click browse, and then this is where you're going to put them into the yearbook drive. So obviously I don't have that, and we'll just choose a random like pictures, sure. We'll put them in school. So we'll put them, so you go into, I'm pretty sure it's like Fulshire High School yearbook drive or yearbook something, and then there'll be like 2022 to 2023 photographs, and then there'll be sports, fine arts, student life, and then you'll be able to just plop them in there. You'll click select folder, make sure whatever it says here is right, because it's a lot of work to go in and have to plop them in somewhere else. So we're going to click start export, which I'll move. Click start export. And then we'll be able to see them right here as they upload. So that is pretty much it. Just make sure you are naming them and putting them in the right file and folder so we do not mix them up, or else it's very fun to go back and have to mix things around and put them in the right place. So I hope this video helps with how to export, name them, and save them. So yeah.